researcher and founder, director of Medicinal Plant Biotechnology Lab 2000 and Biotechnology Center at the University of the West Indies. Kingston has worked to tailor biotechnology to respect and integrate indigenous ways of being and knowing in a field dubbed ethnobiotechnology, I almost bite my tongue, botany, geography, and biotechnology methods to develop sustainable opportunities for rural communities to utilize local biodiversity and cultural knowledge to attain health and wealth. What a great introduction. And it goes on. She has a great bio. So we welcome her, and we say once again, welcome Dr. Sylvia Adjou Mitchell. Sorry about the late start, but here we go. Good morning. Good morning.
I am here. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. How are you doing this morning? Are we going to see you? I hope we can.
Yes, I thought we were ready.
You're breaking up a bit. What was that? Oh, yeah, good.
I'm here.
All right, and we'll see the beautiful map of Jamaica right behind you there. And I don't want to waste any more time because we came in late and we only have like about, we're going to have to do a part 2, obviously. We only have like about 15 minutes. But I was saying to Sharon Chambers that I know you from somewhere. I don't know where it is, but your face is so familiar. I don't know if it's because your face is so personable. I think I know you.
Well, I've been in Jamaica since I was 9 years old. I'm a St. Hughes old girl.
St. Hughes! St. Hughes! I went to St. Hughes! Yeah, I was at St. Hughes somewhere or the other. I knew your face was familiar. Yeah, man, our alma mater.
Yeah, there were 3 of us. I was the middle one.
Who are the others?
My younger sister.
What's her name?
My older sister. We all have the Ghanaian middle names. So
beautiful.
My older sister's middle name is Amma. And my younger sister is Efwa, and I'm Adjou.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so you came here with your parents. You came when you were 9, apparently, right? Yeah. But
yes.
What was it that, first of all, had you stay here, and secondly, delve into this whole medicinal plant biotechnology? And of course, you're going to define that for a lot of people who I almost bit my tongue on some of those ethnobiotechnology.
I had to make up the term because it's not a term that usually is thought of when you think of biotechnology.
Right, absolutely.
So that's why I added the ethno to it.
Got
to help people to understand. It's different.
Yeah, it is different. What is it though? What is it? Can we just define it now since we're talking about it?
Okay.
What is it?
Well, biotechnology on itself, if you think about it, let's break it down. Technology is tools and techniques.
Right.
Man-made tools and techniques to make life easier. Mm-hmm. And the bio is when it has a living organism. So as simple as yogurt to making bread, all of them have living organism to the most complicated parts.
Right.
But nowadays, when you say biotechnology, people jump directly to genetically modified foods. Mm-hmm. And that's not what I'm advocating. The ethno part of it is the indigenous traditional knowledge of doing things. So it's really a marrying of the old and the new ways in a way that enlifts people and doesn't tear them down, doesn't give over their land to the large owners, but ways to not even just cottage industry, but how we can make a good living from our own soil.
Right. Making our good living out of our own soil. And to say, well, what is a good living? What kind of good living are we talking about? Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
What is that good living, Doc?
Well, first of all, it's sustainable living that whatever methods you use, you can continue using them infinitum. Your soil is not wasted. Your air is not wasted. Your greenery is not wasted. That to me is the most important thing when I say good living, sustainable living.
Right.
And then health and wealth. You know, that you can send your kids to school, you can have a decent house and stuff like that.
And how does the wealth come into all of this? How does the wealth factor in?
Oh
factor
my
in?
gosh, you're going to have me all over the place. Well, the first thing I did when I started my research group, because I was really interested in developing a research group with enough answers for enough people that we could really have development in Jamaica. There's no sense in putting, to me, all your knowledge into developing one person because that causes unequal development.
Right.
So I was looking at medicinal plants, and I actually run a medicinal plant research group at the Biotechnology Center, UWI.
Right. Right.
And the first thing I did is review what UWI had done. It started in 1948 to, I think, about 2006. And we came up with 334 plants already identified as medicinal. Now, those plants can be made into lotions, creams, extracted essential oils. You can dry the fruit, so when you think of medicinal, your food is your health and your health is your food. It's
right.
not talking about drugs. It's talking about being healthy from you get up till you go to bed
That's right.
without having to do anything out of what you would normally do. So it's integrating your moringa and your this and your that into your diet,
Right.
exercise, having enough sleep, and that's what I call good living.
That is absolutely, absolutely good living because, as you rightly say, have a good night's sleep. I can think about persons who have to take a sleeping pill to sleep instead of just having some moringa with a little tip of honey in there and sleeping like a baby.
Right, or some aromatherapy in the room.
Right. I mean, but
and then that can bring you wealth as well, because you will have. There's so many opportunities here. There's the products themselves. There's along the value chain. There's ecotourism. Somebody come and spend some time. There's community tourism with this in mind as well. Hike up to where you are in the middle of the bush. Go have whole heap of bush and whole heap of
bush. Only for nice
come
bush.
stay with you and get healthy and get products to go back with.
Yeah.
And understand how to prepare, what they need to prepare, how to cook it.
Yes. You sound very versed on that. Do you actually do that as well?
Yes, I've been all over Jamaica doing this.
Wow, awesome. And what is it that you actually do all over Jamaica? Because of course we know you're up at U as a lecturer, but what is it, tangibly that you do all over Jamaica?
All right, so my when we say center,
yes,
if you want to call it that, is tissue culture. Plant tissue culture is growing the plants in little bottles in the lab.
Yes.
And then taking clean planting material to farmers. And we've been extending that into soil ameliorants as well, so that the plants grow healthy.
Right.
I've been gathering the plants, identifying them botanically. That's where the botanically part comes in. And developing these solutions for farmers. One, which I started community gardens with a project that was looking at developing roots industry, making root strings like from cheney root and so on.
Awesome.
I also got a set of bottles from forestry department, the root bottles, and did a botanical reference for them. So we have the scientific names. There are quite a few that we still don't have scientific knowledge of. In other words, we know of them as being used in the bottles, but we still haven't got the plant so that we can multiply it and save it.
Right.
These are plants like blood whist in particular. So I've got the pieces of wood, but I've never got a live plant that I can actually multiply.
Okay.
So we have to start thinking of saving these plants and not they not be lost.
Right.
So that reference is there as well. So we were setting up community gardens. And recently I've joined with other groups, similar minded in UWI and abroad. And we are developing what we call ancestral school gardens.
Wow.
Throughout Jamaica with a 4-H club.
Ancestral.
To bring back these forgotten foods into our diet.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
We're actually making an e-cookbook, and we'll see how far we can go.
I am loving everything that you're saying. I mean, I really am excited because when we started the Save Soil Jamaica movement, we were inspired, of course, by Sadhguru, a mystic and visionary philanthropist out of India. And we started here in Jamaica because we recognize the soil, and you would know this, and you know this, how it's being depleted. So, one of the first persons that Sharon Oshun Chambers, who is my co-producer and blogger, recommended, and very good friend, is that you. And, she said, yeah. And I said, okay, all right, anything you say, girl. And then I recognized, I saw you on a Zoom presentation. I was like, oh my gosh, this woman is amazing. And then you are just so busy, but you still agreed where you can, you will. So I'm so happy to welcome you publicly as an affiliate of the Save Soil Jamaica campaign. I know you're very busy, but we're just gonna jump on to your train. We're jumping on your train. So Sharon had sent a question. It's climate change. What can we do? She says about he answered. The answer leads us to the answer. No, hold on. Climate change, which impacts soil destruction and degradation? That's the question.
Which climate change affects?
Climate change, question. Climate change, which affects soil destruction and degradation. I think she left out something here. But alarming visuals.
Saying what aspect of climate change causes
that wasn't right. Yeah, that word was left out. But
to soil degradation.
Degradation and soil destruction. Absolutely, that's
and
it.
Soil destruction.
Yeah. Can you address that?
Well, you see, it's a mixture because it depends what is being done to the land in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a land that is unprotected, that has been monocultured, that has been shaven of all its vegetation to plant one crop, and it's at an angle, which is where a lot of our Jamaica is.
Mm-hmm.
What happens then with climate change? Climate change is doing several things to us. One, when I was going to school at how many years ago at St. Hugh's,
Mm-hmm.
I know depending on the month and the time of day when it would rain.
Right.
And I had to get home before a certain time or we would and you could see the water coming up the hill behind us.
Mm.
Now that kind of surety is not there. The farmers are having problems because they are used to like planting just before the rain. So that when the rain comes, their crops are just in the ground.
Yes.
And that's not as possible now because even if they see the rain coming, they don't know if the rain is going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know if the rain is going to wash away. So that uncertainty is big. But what we can do then is we really have to keep our soil covered and have a more permaculture rather than having it exposed.
Right.
The other thing is, of course, drought.
Yep. Big thing.
Too little water, too much water, and then hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
So we have quite a lot of things that affect us from climate change.
Right.
Eventually, though, the worst one is that the rising of the sea.
Like a tsunami type thing?
No, just the sea rising. And you see all those yellow plates behind me? This is actually rainfall that I have here on the slide behind me.
Mm-hmm.
So over Portland, it gets the most rain. And then it slithers across, if I can go, at least in the middle of the island.
Yes, I'm seeing.
A
We're
little
seeing.
pick up on the other side. So around the coast where it's light in color, all of that will be under the sea.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be, we don't want that. The climate groups tell us that if it goes above 1.5, we're in danger of all of those things happening. So we really have to do our part. I tell people, don't think that we don't have our part to play.
Right.
Whenever you buy something made in China, you're part of the China CO2 part in the graph that goes up.
No, but we laugh and everything and we smile. But what does, for the average person out there that's listening and doesn't really fully understand everything, unless it's in layman terms, what does that actually mean? What you just expressed a while ago.
Well, there are very simple things that you can do.
Right.
The thing that I am been able to do over, as I learn how to do it. First of all, don't put anything into your garbage that can compost. Learn how to compost. Definitely learn how to compost. And don't tell me you don't have no land. Everybody has land. Everybody can
Even
do
some
container
pot.
farming. Everybody can farm. And if you can't farm, you can sell your compost to somebody else. But everybody in Jamaica is a farmer.
Excellent. And
So
compost for those who don't know, what is compost? Very basic. Some people don't know.
I know.
Yeah, it's on a way, but some people just don't know. They just don't know.
So those are the plant material that you eat. The bones and the animals go to the dogs, but the plant material that you take off the yam, the covering of the yam, the covering of all the fruit and so on. So they go into a container with about equal amount of dry material, like dry grass.
Right.
And then you put some soil, leave it for a time and turn it over. There's so many recipes online. Nobody should be wondering how to do composting.
And then
and after a while you get soil that you can use to plant and plant well.
Yeah. And if you're an apartment and you're doing that, what kind of container should this be in? Can it be plastic? Can it be a pot? What is a container that you can use?
Anything you can find.
All right, great.
Anything you can find. You just shake it up after a while and you make your compost. Or you make agreement with somebody next to you that has more land, but don't put it into to send out. That's number one. Number two, you then take out everything that looks like a container. And that's what I've been doing. Those become planting containers for plants.
Right. Yeah.
For the garden.
Yes.
So you take out and find a use, until you don't have very much garbage left. So that's definitely a first thing.
That's easy enough.
Second is just being wise about, how you use cars and buses and stuff. So you keep your CO2 footprint as low as you can, while still living a proper life. It's not going to take away from your life to be a bit more considerate.
Wow. We're basically out of time, and I just want to know if possibly we can have you back next Monday to continue our...
Sure.
Yeah, man. Because, and we want to physically come and see you and see your space, and we want to, say Saw Jamaica Herbology meets Rootsology. We want to be a part of what you're doing because we recognize you know what you're doing and you're passionate about it, and that's important to us, So as an affiliate who is a very busy affiliate, we still just want to come and help you. We want to help. We want to know how we can work together. And that's so important. Yeah, man. We're going to volunteer our services to work because we recognize how important this whole campaign, this whole movement is for our own survival and the survival of our children and our grandchildren and our great-grands and so forth. I mean, it's the only way to go. That's a priority right now. So thank you so much. Bless you. Have a good day. And I forgot to talk about our roots. Pun intended. Pun intended, because I said to Sharon up till last, I know her.
Boy, if I could find them. I mean, I can link people to the paper. I have them on ResearchGate. You can download them.
Yes.
I mean, it's everybody's knowledge.
That's right.
I just do my part to gather the 1-1 cocoa, but it's our basket, not mine.
That's right. Beautiful. Thank you so much. And you have a blessed day now. See you next Monday.
Thank you.
Willing.
Bye.
Take care. Blessed love.
Bye.
Wow. It is now 4 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. And we did have a shorter interview because we had our volunteers from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, our students here. That's all good, too. And so we give thanks, Dr. Mitchell. You're from St. Hugh's Days. Wonderful. We'll talk more about that, our alma mater. And thank you so much, Sharon Chambers, our blogger, producer / Theo. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching. Make your comments. Ask your questions. It's important. Save Soil Jamaica movement. And, of course, Herbology meets Rootsology. It's our mission. It's a Mission Monday. Going to take a pause for the calls and come right back. Soon come. You're in tune to Roots FM 96.1 on the FM band as we segue right into Mecwe Talk Mondays with Dudley Thompson.
Listen to Roots 96.1 FM. Owned and operated by the Mustard Seed Communities, giving voice to the voiceless.
New Budget Supplies massive price buster now on. Want to redo that kitchen? Retile that old floor? Stop that leaking roof? Make over the bathroom? It's now or never. White toilet from $14,999. 5-gallon paint from $6,599. Gypsum board $1,749. 50% off UPVC French windows. 10% off kitchen sinks, water tanks, and pumps. 195 Hackleburg Road. Telephone 923-4560. New Budget Supplies. Always the best prices.
Get the real inner city community news and be informed. You can do all that and more on City Beat, Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM. City Beat puts you in the know and keeps you rocking in a world of knowledge. So let City Beat catch you on Roots 96.1 FM, Monday to Friday at 12:45 for City Beat. City Beat is the pulse of the city, so don't miss it. Monday to Friday at 12:45 p.m. on Roots 96.1 FM.
Poetry jam. You have raspberry jam, you have guava jam, you have pineapple jam, but nothing no sweet like poetry jam and Roots 96.1. Every Monday evening from 6 till 8, Isa Char will tell you that straight. Poetry jam. Poetry jam. Roots 96.1.
Denise, Isis Miller with Rootsology, which is the in-week thriller from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Miss Harry said it never go to all weekend. We have food for thought. Your health is a wealth. Then love bus. That is a must. And not idiot thing. That then we close it off at the end of the week with Fire Friday, which are the talk of the street. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Rootsology, me say ya Rootsology. Isis.